So good morning. We are in Lisbon today.
MAAT Museum of Art, Architecture and Technology may be closed by the time you arrive.
Sunrise is in 20 minutes, so I'm still safe-ish, let's say. So currently I'm on 14 millimeters. So let's see. Taking a 1-second shot. So I'm going to try an F4. Focus on the bridge. Probably these images will be black and white. For the moment in my vision, and when I'm taking the shot, they're black and white. But we'll see. So for those who are subscribed and watching these videos, I need to apologize for the fact that I'm not uploading that frequently, but I have a lot of work and a lot of things to do, so I can't really edit neither the photos, neither the videos that quick. So, for example, I still have, so today is the 7th, no, the 8th of January, sorry, 2026, and I still have images from last year from Madrid, and not only images, videos from a year back. So it is what it is. I'm trying to do my best, but when I edit, especially the fine art images that I'm producing, it takes time, and I can't really pace up the workflow. So plus I got another job, so it is what it is. I'm trying to make everything happen, but in many cases I really get stuck. So an image like this. Probably I'll end up removing the light pole. I don't know, but I'm thinking about setting up the tripod, putting it on interval shooting and running up there. I really like this frame, but it needs a human there, and there's no one around. So as I mentioned, we're going to set up the tripod like so, raising the central pillar as well. We're going to change to interval shooting like so, and probably I'm going to run up there. So this all being said, I think I'm going to the next location, Tower of Belém. Tower is under reconstruction. This is a shame. This would have been a nice shot from here as well. Yeah, the classic shot is taken from with a little bridge pointing to the Tower of Belém, but you can take the shot from here as well with a longer lens. Don't really know the name of the next location. Let me Google it. So I don't want to butcher it, so this is the name. But anyway, you'll see it on the screen as well when we get there. So I was in Portugal back in 2020. Then I started photography as a whole, and yeah, back in the day I I only shot with my mobile phone. I had back in the day a Huawei Mate 20 Pro or something like that, I think was the name. And yeah, I'll need to find a crossing, continue the video from there. So I didn't press the button soon enough. There's a cop there. Such a good composition. I'm gonna try to minimize this way the eyes don't look that similar. I think this is the spot, honestly. So I'm shooting a bit wider than I need to, but I'll reframe it at home because probably I'll end up correcting the perspective. This is not a bad frame as well. This is a nice image, this is a funny image. For the moment here it seems funny. I don't know how it will look when I'll go home on the Mac, but for now it's good. Honestly, I think I'm exaggerating with these eyes, but I don't know why I like it. Let's see, an image from here or something. Panoramic. And after the panoramic, I'll try to correct the lines and whatnot. So I don't know if this frame is good for anything, but I'll try it anyway. I'm gonna do two images here. Again, just to correct the perspective at home. I was at the Tower of Belém and took a few shots of it. I'm gonna put the images here just for you to see what I would have done. They're not fully edited images, they're just for inspirational purposes. So we finished here. Now we're gonna go back to the 25th of April bridge, the red bridge as I call it. So what I was thinking, I like the idea of the bridge legs and whatnot, but it needs a human element. The human element is there, as you can see, the fisherman, but I will try to get a shot of myself right smack bang in the middle. The image is nice if you want to integrate the Jesus statue as well. Yeah, I could go like this and have a wide shot, but I'm gonna take a vertical shot as well. So let's try it like this. So I'm gonna turn off the camera. I'm gonna tell you how it's gonna be done. So I'm taking the shot from here. I'm gonna go exactly in the middle again. I'm gonna try to look to the bridge or something. So that is the idea. Then I'm gonna turn the camera on vertical, and I'm gonna try a few shots like that as well. And at the end we'll see what are the results. So I'm moving to the next location. The shots here mainly were taken with me as the second subject, just for to give scale to how big is the bridge. And I'm gonna start showing you the images right now. Church this is. As a side note, I started shooting with the A7R4 in compressed mode. So up until now I always shot uncompressed RAW. Everything was nice and dandy, but 120 megabytes of images started stacking up. Even not the file size is my main issue. So currently at this date I'm rocking Mac M1 Mini, the 16 gig RAM, 512 gigs of storage, and it starts to run behind. So for example, I'm gonna put an image up on the screen right now, this one. So here I was in Slovenia at the St. Thomas Church. Due to the fact that I don't, as I mentioned I think earlier, that I don't really use, should turn the camera on me if we're talking, right? So there, the idea there was that I done a interval shoot, I don't know, 100 or 200 images to capture all the fog, the mist scattering from side to another. The problem was when I got home and tried to blend all the images, my M1 Mini blocked. So after 27 images that I could upload and stack them in Photoshop. Anyway, the idea is that I don't really have the financial capabilities right now to buy a Mac M1 Ultra. That would be what I would buy, but I don't really have the money right now. I saw a refurbished one somewhere around 2,000 euros. I'm thinking about buying that, but I still don't have the cash capability of buying it. So that's why for the moment I'm stuck with the M1. So it started raining. I need to punch in. I don't want to change the lens right now. Probably I should have changed the lenses, but I don't really want to change the lenses in this rainy weather. Probably I'll remove the traffic signs. I'll remove them, but for the moment it's a nice image. I think the Bica is here, so let's see. No trams whatsoever in the last 40 minutes or so. Well, we have a tram here, but the problem with the, yeah, there are locks I think on the doors. I think that means it's out of service. Yeah, this means we can't shoot trams today. or escalators, or what are these called? I don't really know what they are called. The names of these, write it in the comments. It's a shame because I would have really loved to take a few shots of these as well. I remember coming here a few years back, and I remember that my first panning image ever was with one of these escalators. I took it from I don't know, one of those streets, but I waited for the escalator to pass. So I think that is it for this location, because if they're not working, I don't really have what to do. So in this case, from here, the only location that I'm going to is my hotel. We'll continue in a few minutes. So I was just arriving a bit late to the Vasco da Gama.
Turn right onto Paseo do Tejo.
So I'm almost there, but still I'm very late. First shot, we're gonna do it from here, if the creek is visible. If it's not, and I think it's not, because the water is too high. After, I'm gonna take the shot anyway. So if I don't have, I'm gonna go there somewhere and try the other shot as well. From the other side, we're gonna try to shoot it f10, probably 10 seconds, but we'll see when we get there. So for sure, tomorrow night I'm gonna continue from here. So anyhow, this is the next location. I'm gonna do just a test shot. I'm very curious about the fact that is 30 seconds enough, and until then I'm gonna prep out the other lens, and I'm gonna swap lenses. So I'm gonna go with an f10, 15 second. I don't know if 50 seconds isn't too I don't know if the 50 seconds isn't too much, but let's try this out. So just a second, I made a mistake here, so let's put it on manual focus. This camera doesn't really do any good in low light, so anyway, probably I need to upgrade, but I'll see if the videos work on YouTube. Probably I'm gonna invest in some newer gear. What is this? This is a GoPro 11 Black, so yeah. Anyway, the idea is that I'm still here at the bridge. I tried to go under the bridge to take a few shots because there were runners on the bridge, and the whole bridge was shaking, so that wasn't the best. Tomorrow night I'm gonna be here again. I don't know if this is gonna be a two-part episode or not. If it's gonna be only a one-part episode, I'm gonna put up on the screen the images that I captured in this evening here. I'm gonna put them up right now. Probably I'm gonna go to a metro. I think it's called Olaias or something like that. So I didn't continue the video from the Vasco da Gama Bridge because the problem with this, let me turn the camera. So the problem with this GoPro 11 Black is that it doesn't really work well in the dark. Anyway, the idea is that I'm here. Let's try this one. The ISO is 2000. I'm f2.8. Metering mode in multi this time because it takes the center, and when it takes the center, it's too dark. So Probably I'm gonna continue this video day 2. I'm not gonna make a separate episode for day 2. So this means that I'll continue the video from tomorrow morning. Good morning. So it's day 2. We're here at the elevator of Santa Justa, and this is our first location for today. This would have been a great image with a shift lens, honestly, because let's say, well, now I'm 14 millimeters. The lens that I have from Lawa but didn't arrive would have been this 17 millimeters, but the fact that it's capable to do the shift up and down, that gives you the 17 millimeter gives you around 9 to 10-ish millimeters or something like that. So that's insanely wide. So the idea is that from the normal position, a bit of shift, and I would have had all the building in my frame and everything straight. I'll need to try to make a 6-image panel, and this is just because of the fact that I need to correct the lines, waiting for the cars to pass. So let's try one of these. I don't know if these will work, honestly, because there's very much distortion there will be here. Even when I'm gonna correct the perspectives, there is a high chance that something will be not in focus. So again, that's why I would have loved a shift lens here. I will try my best to correct the perspectives, but again, it is what it is. I can't correct everything. So once again, this would be the frame with a normal shift lens. What would you see with a shift lens? You would see this, but every line would be straight. So I'm taking a few steps backward just to integrate a bit of the pavement there, and we'll see what can we get out of it. Hopefully these images will be good. I really wanted to shoot this facade as well. Well, you see it. So it may sound like I'm insisting on a shift lens, but again, I would need a shift lens to get the entire facade in the camera, and not only that, just to have it, you know, all the lines straight. And I'll wait for this car to get out of the frame anyway. I don't know, I'll try a panoramic again. This 12 millimeter, this 14 millimeter lens is not wide enough, so but I'm gonna try it anyway. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, going down a bit, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 images. I'm gonna do like that. So I started 14 set of free images. We'll see what we get out of it. Honestly, I don't really know. I like the idea simply of the facade. I would have photoed it from here, exactly from the other building at the limit, but the fact that this is here, I can't. And I could have integrated much more of the building in the frame than what I can from here. 12mm lens would have been much more better for this kind of frame. 12mm, 12 to 24mm f2.8 from Sony would have been much better. So when I bought this lens, this was around half the price of the Sony. In the majority of cases, you don't really need the 12, but in cases like this, when you really need that extra little punch, it would have been very handy. We're gonna do a few classic shots now. I'm gonna go with ISO 100. No, sorry. I'm keeping the ISO on automatic with a 500 max. I'm gonna rise my f-stop to f4, and this is the first image that we will try to take here. So this is the first one. So this way we integrate more of the building. So now again, still at 14mm. I like the idea here as well. So from here, I'm waiting for the perfect moment. I don't know if these are good, if these images are good or not. So I arrived at the Pink Street a few minutes ago. I took a few wide angle shots. I swapped the lens to the Sigma 28 to 105. Honestly, there's not too much here to do. If you arrive a bit late, there's a high probability that the cleaning company already was here and washed the pavement, and in general it reflects too hard. Not bad. The issue that I'm having here is that there are too many things in the image. This is an over photograph location, to be honest. This will be the shot. I'm waiting for those guys to get out of the image. I've been photographing for the last 20 minutes and I didn't start the camera, so sorry for that. I'm gonna put up the images that I did here. So these are the images that I already shot. Everything that I shot here, it was with this, with the 28 to 105, the gear that I'm generally carrying around. So I have the 28 to 105. This is a kilo on itself. The body, I think it's 600 grams or something like that. I have the Sigma for the 14 to 24 millimeters, that again is around 600 grams or something like that. Plus I have my tripod always with me. I have the Peak Design travel tripod, but the aluminum one, that is a kilo and somewhat. So all these things add up, and when you walk 20-30 kilometers a day with this backpack on your back, it kills you, honestly. I like it, don't get me wrong, I can do it. Plus I have this and that in my backpack. I mean, snacks, or you know, something to eat quickly, a water bottle. My bag is getting really heavy. When I left home, I measured my backpack and it had exactly 10 kilos. Okay, I had clothes in it as well, but even then, I removed the clothes, I still remained with, I don't know, 7 kilos of camera gear. I will add the 70 millimeter from Lawa, and yeah, I need to buy a bigger bag as well. So for a few years now, I have the 20-liter version of the everyday backpack. It's great, don't get me wrong, but that was great when I used the mirrorless APS-C body with the lenses and whatnot. Now everything is so heavy, it's so much more big. So the fact of the matter is, I want to shoot here. I think this is the center. Let's see. Don't want to shoot the cars. I'm trying to get the frame from the from where the building starts. So something like this. But again, I will need to correct the perspective. I'm thinking about swapping the lenses just for a more wow view. I'm gonna do a free image panoramic just to try and correct the perspective that I'll be correcting at home. 1, 2, 3. I don't know if this will work. I really hope that it will. We're at the Vasco da Gama Bridge once again. Don't really dislike this location as well. It's nice. So the sky is really nice. Like the guy that's sitting there. Let's see, a wide shot like that. Not wide enough, but I'm not gonna change the lens for that right now. Nice. So I finished the portrait shot, doing a landscape cut of this now. I'm gonna put up the portrait shot for you to see what did we get out of it. Probably it's the leading lines are not that pronounced as I would have loved. Probably I would have needed the ultra wide lens, go somewhere around there, go up to maximum 14 millimeters and shoot it to have the leading lines as well, and the bridge. I don't know, I think I'm happy with what I've got. I'm gonna go with the last the third and last image from here. Again, another 30. I'm going 28 millimeters now again. So the settings are 120, f16, I don't know, let's say f18, ISO 100 at 120. So let's see what we'll get out of this image as well. I'll put up the results on the screen for you, so don't wait all this time. So with all this being said, from this location we're going to the pier. I've done my images here. I'm going to the next location at the pier over there. So I would be arriving shortly at the hero destination. There are a couple of guys there that are fishing. I don't really want to bother them, so I don't know if I'm gonna film it or not. So just gonna set up the tripod with the camera here. At the end I'm gonna show you the image that I've talked about with the pier as a leading line. I don't know, I'm gonna take it anyway, but I don't really like it, so doesn't mean too much. Again, everybody can photo what they want and when they want and how do they want. Don't never forget about that. This is an expression of your artistic view, so never forget. If you like something, if you like this frame for example, go ahead and shoot it. I don't really like it. I don't know why, but I don't really like it. I think it's because of the fact that the pier is going that way and the bridge is going that way, not the pier is not going to the bridge. I think it's well, it's not my type. That is in essence. So I'm gonna set up, I don't know where exactly, let's see, here for example, somewhere around here. Probably I'm gonna go 28 millimeters, and I'm gonna lower the shutter speed to 0.5. So f18, 0.5 seconds, 30-second image starts now. So let's see if I swap the lenses, what would that mean? So this would be the perspective that I would have with a 14 millimeter. Probably this would be 20 millimeters. If I take a shot from here, this may could work, but I'm not that sure of that. If I still have, I think I'm done. Yeah, the 30 images are done. So let's swap the location. I'll do a similar shot, but this time of the something like this. Again, this time I'm at 105 millimeters. I'm gonna slow it to 0.6 seconds. I don't know if I need that much sky. Let's go a few meters even deeper, something like this. So yeah, I could do one of these landscape modes. So let's try lowering a bit the camera. Something like this. So something like this. Probably this would be the image. We're trying it in the landscape mode. So we're gonna go again, same idea, 0.4 f18 ISO 100. I'm taking 30 images. So 30 images from here done. Let's go in portrait mode this time. Go out 100 milli. Probably I'll go down now a few seconds. 0.6. It started. So I'll continue in a few seconds when I'm gonna be there, the video. So just arrived at this location. Let's take a few shots like that. I'm not gonna take 100, I'm gonna take only, I don't know, that'd be 50. Probably then the other set of images I'm gonna go to 1 second if it's gonna get darker. So the fact that I'm changing my idea at the last moment, I really afraid of it. But let's see. What if we go like this? So again, back to F18 or something like that. We're going to 1 second. Let's try one like this. I'm really risking things right now, but why not? I could leave Lisbon now, honestly, empty-handed, but I'm risking it. So that's it from here. Let's go quickly. Now I'm looking at the battery on the GoPro, so I have 5% left. Sorry if my hair is messy. So the video will continue tomorrow as well from the Orient train station. I'm gonna be there. I'll put the images up on the screen right now for you to see what did I manage to shoot here. So we'll continue from the Orient tomorrow morning. So basically we should have continued the video from the Orient train station slash bus station in Lisbon, but on the way back I realized that, so I don't know how, but basically I recorded when I shouldn't have recorded and didn't record when I should have recorded. Anyway, the idea is that you're gonna see the images that I managed to take from this bus station. So with all this being said, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'm gonna see you in the next episode.